So we are taping. I get a free. Oh, okay, preview. All right. So watch what you should have done, and then at this point, stop taking your test. You could probably hit turn in. You get to go back later and redo it. I put the directions on, online. So, maybe you can practice with your, typing and do what I do here. So I may not have time for all of them. Time check. It says 11:51 on my situation here. Okay. We have a lot of these. First of all, here's what I'm worried about. Holy cow. If you don't know, x plus 2 on the inside means 2 to the left, and then this means 4 down. For vertex form, we're going to be in a lot of trouble. So really lock it in. On the inside, it's opposite what you'd think. On the outside, it's same, because there's so many questions about vertex and toggling between the forms. So this one is you have to multiply this out. So this is what I expect, and you can all see my screen, correct? Right? Okay, so maybe the 1/2 you don't like, so put negative 0.5. That's fine. But the next thing that I would show the teacher is x plus 2 and then x plus 2. This is a FOIL situation. And be amazed by my typing skills. I'm being sarcastic. I type very slow. So hopefully you type a little faster than I. Oh, I might mark myself off one. We should be saying f of x equals. So I'm in this just like you are. This looks exactly like what you should have seen, correct? Can I see hands up? Because I'm previewing and this is exactly what you see. Well, this is my expectation. Okay, hit enter, and then this happens. F of x. Feel free to say something as I'm going through this. Negative 0.5. If you did 1/2 like this, 1/2, that's perfect. That's also okay. So then go through the foiling process. X, this is what I mean. Squared. Use the caret button. That will be your squaring. That's how it will look, and I will be totally fine with that. X squared, and then 2x and 2x is plus 4x, plus 4. Close it. Then you have the minus 4 on the outside. The next thing is distributing the half. So f of x equals, it would be negative 1/2 x squared. All right, and then negative half of 4 is negative 2x, so that's not bad. 2x, I write that good. And then negative 2, and then minus 4. And you might at this point say, okay, you know what, I can make that minus 6. So there are a couple steps that we might want to skip, and then that would be the final answer. And then I would hit, my face is in the way. Next, hey, look at my Sox shirt. Anyone, Sox fans? Big win yesterday? Cubs play today? All right, anyway, nobody cares. I hope Sox fans care. All right, here's the next one. This is what I mean about, knowing your stuff. What are the vertex and axis of symmetry? Then write in vertex form. Okay, that's all he asked me to do. So I can go ahead and do that work off to the side. Negative b is negative 8 over 2a. My golly, if you don't know that, you're doomed. All right, I'm just being honest, man. There's certain things you got to have memorized, and some things that are kind of bother me about some of the students, like when I got that written homework, I've already complained about. Some people aren't doing their written homework. And then some people are complaining that they don't know what they're doing. If you're not doing your homework, don't be complaining, right? But anyway, that's me going on a rant. 2 squared plus 8 times 2. Didn't see anyone again in the chat yesterday. 2 to 3, get extra help. So that's another thing. I hope we're all ready. So when I plug in 2 back into the equation, 2 squared is 4. 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. Negative 28 plus 16 is negative 12. So the vertex is 2 comma negative 12. They didn't tell me to show work on finding that. I could do it off to the side. The one previous said show your 2 to 3 steps. That all had to be written in there. So do read the directions. Make sure you do what is asked of you. Vertex is that. So maybe V, if you're worried about does he know which one's which. Sorry for taking so long on this, plus my rant. I don't think we had time for my rant. All right, and then maybe hit enter. A of S, if you wanted to, that's axis of symmetry. Oh, if you don't put x equals, you're doomed. And listen to me. Listen. How do I write this in vertex form now that I have this information? Well, in all of the forms, we said this when we had that one worksheet, 3 forms, but that was the same equation. The A value is always the same, whether you're in standard form, vertex form, or intercept form. So you're guaranteed that it's going to be -2 times. And now that I found the vertex, it's x minus 2, give a space there, then the caret squared, and then minus 12. Guaranteed to be the case. Since I found the vertex from the magic negative b over 2a formula from standard form, I shall be able to put it in vertex form immediately. Okay, no work needed. You just stick in the parts in the correct formula. One more time. When the vertex is 2, it's x minus 2 squared. When the vertex y coordinate's -12, it's minus 12 on the outside. Opposite, same. You don't have that down tomorrow. Some of you really do worry me. You're not like memorizing the key perfect components in order to get these things done. Okay, I can graph real quick, but this is what I expect on this. Putting this in vertex form, I'm going to do this real quick because I want to get to the graphing. A x minus h squared caret, and then plus k. Then you throw in the numbers. So through the coordinate -4, -5. -5 is the y. I'm going to have to stop it after this step. A is what we're trying to find. X is the random x coordinate, -4, minus, it passes through the vertex -2, -3. -2 is the x coordinate. Caret. Again, I'm being the student. This is what I should see you writing. And then 3 is the y coordinate. We'll give that a little space. And then you keep going. You show step by step until you get the final answer for what A is, and then write the final equation. Because I do want to get to the last one. Boom shakalaka. I'm going to graph this with a mouse. You should have done a better job if you have your stylus. So see, this is what I mean. If you don't know that this is 2 comma 3, you're already going to get this potentially wrong. 2 comma 1 2 3. Nobody should get this wrong. How to find a vertex from vertex form. So there, I graph that. Put points as big dots. Then when we trace through the points, use the small dots. It looks really good when you do that. All right, I forget what I know what the next 2 points are. So off to the side on your piece of paper, you plug in a coordinate like 1. 1 minus 2 is -1. -1 squared is 1. 1 times -2 is -2. -2 plus 3 is 1. So I plugged in 1. I got 1. Input, output. Hey, axis of symmetry. I should draw that right now. Look up in the directions. It does say write or draw the axis of symmetry. Don't go anywhere. Many of you showed up 2 or 3 minutes late anyway. And I'm going to complain about it one more time, especially if people snap off right here. That means they don't really care. So I know that that point comes across the other side. And then I plug in 0, not too bad. 0, -2 squared is 4. 4 times -2 is -8. Plus 3 is 5 negative. 3, 4, 5. And then I flash it across the other side. Okay, in the future, we will, now this is what's great. Instead of erasing, I can use the back button. That is really nice because I said I wanted to graph this with a small line. Okay, even with the mouse, it's going to be a little sketchy, but when I see those dots filled in, then I know that you're trying to, go through that and make a real good graph there. With a pen, it's all a lot easier. In the future, those previous questions that I have, we're going to do written. So we need to figure out the stylus so that we can go ahead and do that and I can see your written work. Okay, like I said, you can go back in this at any time, I hope. Hopefully during 4th hour, I'll toggle and grade them. If you don't have them done, we'll just see and do the best we can. I just wanted to give you some input on it and see how it looks on my end as well. Okay, we'll see you. If you have any questions, go ahead and fire away. So love that I can do this, get to see this exactly as you and share it so that you know what's going on. And by the way, I just helped you on 3 questions. So showed you how to do those. All right. I don't know. Oh, stop sharing Screencastify.